Hello everyone. Welcome to another stream on this Saturday, where we shall start F-Zero GX, which is one of my all-time favorite GameCube games. Let's see who is in the Twitch chat. We have a Ardalan and a Drakatos. Welcome to you both. And possibly more, but Twitch chat says it's only these two for now. But Twitch chat, as we know, is sometimes super slow. I've noticed that whenever I start a stream, it takes a while for chat to update to the actual amount of people here. Hey Demonic, good afternoon. I see you, Ardalan. F-Zero GX sounds like Fox. Fox, no! Hey Drug, good evening. You make me laugh. I never realized like F-Zero, like Zo, Vol, Fox, Fox sound like Fox. No. Nope. But it's a funny comment. Hey Corsair, good evening. It's time to start soon, like 1 or 2 more minutes at best, and then I will boot up the game. And as with all first times booting up games, we're going to do a small sound test, because the way I switch between consoles constantly, and sometimes even on the same console, different games, basically every game has its own little internal volume, so I always put it down a little bit below half, which is my average, which usually is okay, but once again, if the sound is a bit off, just let me know, and I can raise or lower it as desired. Alright, so let's go boot up the game. Don't forget to go into options and data, select player and select map. That would be the thing if this was actually Mario Kart, but this is going a bit faster than Mario Kart. We're playing F-Zero, we don't do low speeds. 200cc is nothing in this game. GameCube, alright. Hello everyone. The screen looks weird at the moment, but I can fix it as soon as we start the game. So let's go ahead and start F-Zero here, and then go in here, and go to GameCube screen, and tell the game, hey, please open up the game. Okay. Go here, and let me know how the sound is of the game. Can increase or decrease as needed. So, I just booted up the game, sir. There's nothing, it's a brand new file. So let's see. Is the music too loud or no? Okay. Anyone else? How's the music? Is it too loud? Or can it use a bit of a change compared to my voice? I see those gifs, Ardalan. Bad. Hey Ra, good evening. Like, if the sound is good for at least like 2 or 3 people, then we can start slightly lower music. Slightly lower. So like this. How is it now for everyone? Fine with you, Ardalan. Is it okay for everyone else? Then I can start explaining what you can do in this game and how much there is. Because there's actually a bunch of things you can do, unlocking wise and just content wise. I love balls, says Druck. Seems okay, says Demonic. Think it's fine? Okay. Well, if at any point if the music is too loud or if anything seems off in the game, please let me know. I can easily adjust. So, let's go over the content in this game. You have, of course, the Grand Prix, which is a bunch of tracks where you have to come out first with various difficulty settings. Versus battle is something I don't really use because, well, I'm single player and I have no one to play against, and there's nothing you can unlock with versus mode anyway. Time attack is interesting, where you have to beat eventually ghosts to get the best times on all the tracks. Practice mode is, well, just practicing if you're unfamiliar with a certain level, or you want to try out a new car, or you want to try out a different tactic, or you want to see what the level looks like. That's what practice is for. Story mode is the incredibly cheesy story where, we'll get to that eventually, we're gonna see an actual corny adventure with our good friend Captain Falcon. Replay allows you to look at past races and analyze and see how you can improve. Customize has 3 different options. I'll go over that in a bit. Options is just to change controls, change view, change camera, change rumbling, and pilot profiles let you take a sneak peek at all the pilots you have unlocked so far, complete with a different music track for each, background story, and eventually unlockable ending videos for all. If you go to the customize, you can see there's 3 different things in here, which are all very interesting. The garage allows you to create your own car. Every time you unlock new parts, you can put them together and you can create your own car, give it the stats you want, give it the code of page you want, give it the shape you want. You can literally make your own car, and eventually we're going to make the ultimate Twitch car. Like, chat will help me to create the ultimate car, but we have to unlock parts. We need to get the good parts to actually make something awesome. But eventually we're going to make our very own car. You can even add the emblem. We can make our own custom emblem we put on the car. And then we have the F-Zero shop, where we have even more things to do. There are a bunch of unlockable characters. And all of these costs, like you see those purple squares up there, that's a currency in this game. And all of these are unlockable. But we have to earn money for that, and we have none so far. So, that's one thing we can unlock. You can buy all kinds of parts, which do different things. Some give speed, some give acceleration, some give weight, some give drifting. And then you have items where there's nothing at the moment, but you can unlock stuff there like extra soundtracks, or higher difficulty modes, or new modes, or new tracks. You name it. There is a lot in this game. So, with that out of the way, let's first just go to a Grand Prix and start the first one and see how well I can race. Novice. And the easiest cup so far. So, you can see these are the characters we have. These 4, Captain Falcon, you know him from Smash Bros. Probably. Dr. Stewart, Pico, and Samurai Goro. Just gonna go for Captain Falcon for the first one, because it's classic, you know? And just see how this goes again. How do you race again? I have to remember this game quickly. Each cup has 5 tracks. And in order to get number 1, you have to basically score well enough on all 5 tracks, and the average you have to come out on top. So that means you don't have to become number 1 everywhere, but you do want to become number 1 most of the time. There will be failures in this game, but that's okay. We can try as many times as we like, there's no penalties. If you don't succeed, just try again. So. Hey Tive, good evening. Ooh. I have to get used to the controls a bit. And each car is different at that too. Every car has their own stats, and they race at their own speeds, accelerations, drifting, everything is changed, so... In the top right you can see our health meter. Every time I boost I lose some health, but I do gain speed. In the bottom right you see our speed. And you can go very fast sometimes in this game. Well, this is only novice in the very first cup. Obviously it's not that hard, but this game can get really hard really quickly. So we got first place. Let's keep that up for the next race. First place gives you 100 points, so the maximum amount of points you can get in one cup is 500 points. Proceed to next. Casino Royale, or Casino Palace. You can see the map layout. It's basically, well, an oval, as it says already in the subtitle. Difficulty 1 star. It's not that hard. You can change the acceleration and max speed here. I'm not going to touch that yet. I'm just getting used to the game at the moment. But this game has a ton of customization. So is the sound balance still okay for you guys? Every time you clear the first lap, you gain boost power for the rest of the race. On the left you can see the other racers, how far they are. And on the bottom right on the map you can see Com. That is the first computer person following you. So as long as you stay ahead of Com, you will not get, like... You will not lose your first place. Sound is good, not that loud. Don't have my headset. Okay, that's good. The cups are pretty short. Like there's only 5 stages and then we're done with the cup already. Sand, ocean, surface slides. So this I think teaches you how to drift a bit. But there are two kinds of steering in this game. You can steer with the stick to go left or right. But if you hold the R button, I think you do a sharp turn. I may have to look into the graphical settings. I know there's a bit of a lag here. Let's... Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, I have to look into the settings a bit. There's something a bit off, I noticed. But let's see, if you hold R, yeah, you do sharp turns like this. You can also drift left or you can drift right. I'm gonna go look into the graphical settings after this cup is over, because I noticed there's some small stuttering in the music and stuff. Not sure if you guys can hear that, but I'm gonna go look into that. Yeah, the first two tracks were fine. Third track doesn't have correct music for some reason. So I'm gonna go look into that in a bit. Because if I pause... See, if I pause, then you hear the music just fine. But then I go back to the game, and then this happens. So I'm gonna look into that in a bit. So bear with me. After the cup is over, we're gonna do a bit of Googling real quick. Oh yeah, you can also spin with the Z button, that's right. Drifting a bit. Getting a bit used to this, but I'll have to look into that. The first two tracks were fine. It's something specific, probably. They're racing a lot better, I noticed already. I'm not first yet, I'm on the final lap. So let's go here. Because when we clear the cup, the game actually auto-saves. If I would quit now, I would lose progress, so let's just get to the end of this cup and then we'll look into it. It's probably where this track is a lot more involved, like there's a lot more going on with sand and stuff, more than the other two tracks. So, nearly done, I think. Yeah, nearly done. But I may have, like, boosted a bit too much. I'm not gonna get first place, maybe. That's okay. Yeah, I need to fix that. Okay. Let's just move on to the next cup. And once the cup is over, I'll go check if I can see if I find a solution, because this is a bit silly. Yeah, I am using Dolphin. Rendering issues switch to Vulkan. You mean that's like the graphical rendering engine or whatever? I can look into that. Lightning Cross. This one's okay. Like, this one runs a lot better. It's just specific tracks. But I have to fix that, so I'm gonna do so after the cup's over. Those are some really sharp turns. There is a way, whoops. There is a way to actually knock out other racers, but I have to get used to the racing enough so I can actually start doing that. Currently I'm 29th, which is not great. How did you do that again? Whoa. I missed the heal. That was good. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was not so good. The rival is the one who is number 2, or rather the one who is behind you on the board at the moment, the scoreboard. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the heck? Ugh. That was not bad. 5th place. Could be worse. Are we still on top? We are. Well, we have a lead of nearly, like, a bit more than 70 points, but just have to do it well in the next run. Hey Cody, good evening. Now we go to Aeropolis Multiplex. This one is a 4-star difficulty track, which will be, you know, tricky for one who has just started playing this game. Yeah, I need to figure out how you do it again, Type. I have to get used to the game. But we're gonna switch to the different rendering after this and see if it also helps, because you need to be accurate in this game, and if the rendering is not 100% on point, then that may be the reason why I slip up sometimes. It is fast, yes. These are landmines. You run over them, you take damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. This game is a bit mean in the sense if you go too fast, you actually go that fast, you take like flight and go off of the track. You'll actually fly off into the distance and die. So you can't go too fast. Was that solution, Corsair, for just noise, or was it for, like, stuttering, slowdown, lag in general? Because right now it's doing fine, but you saw on the sand track it was kind of nuts. I have to get used to the movement still a bit. Reason more that his stream confirms that Tom escaped from an NES game called a dinosaur. Uh-huh. I think we got first place, which is good. A difficult game to make work. Well, we're gonna try something. I think at the end of the cup you get asked a question. I think that's how it went. We'll see. Yep, F-Zero Grand Prix, Ruby Cup Novice. First place. Or is there no questions in the novice one? Oh yes, there's a question. Okay.
F-Zero TV. From the special F-Zero GP venue, we're broadcasting an interview with the Grand Prix champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something.
Alright, chat. You can always ask. Every time we win a cup, you guys in chat get to pick the question for our champion. In this case, Captain Falcon. Why did you become a racer?
Can you tell us why you became an F-Zero racer?
I was born to be an F-Zero racer.
Thanks for your words of enthusiasm, champion.
Great.
That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
And every single character has different answers on every question.
F-Zero TV.
Don't expect any deep lore. It's all corny. But thanks for playing. And now we get 15 tickets. And new parts have arrived. And we save. So I'm going to stop the game real quick and check on the rendering. So give me a moment. So I'm gonna stop this for a second. Stop current emulation. Options, graphics settings. Let's see. Gonna look that up real quick. Trying to find this Vulcan thing you mentioned, Corsair. Because I don't seem to have it. Plug in. Let's see. Because it has backend DirectX, I can check this. Let's try this for a sec. And we're going to just basically, I have an idea. We can basically just start the one trouble stage. So let's open up F-Zero again. And then swap GameCube screen into the actual game here. And we're going to just open up the trouble stage and see if it helped. So let's see. Oh, I have to actually click on the game. Okay. Practice, Ruby Cup, and it was this stage, right? The Sand Ocean. Let's see. Just see how it runs. I changed the rendering. Nope. It still seems to be the same, right? Like, it's fine now, but there's still some stuttering stuff. Okay, let's exit. Need to do a bit more troubleshooting. Sorry about this, guys. Because this does not run correctly. Let's go back again. Audio settings, that is all good. It's just the rendering. Okay. Options, graphics settings. It doesn't allow me to set that Vulkan thing that Corsair mentioned. I'm not sure if that's a different download I have to get first. No. Alright, let's try this. And go here, properties, select the actual game. Nope, there's no option there, Corsair, I checked. There's two different DirectXs, OpenGL, and then software, which is not recommended. Okay, let's go practice again. Let's see if this helps. This is the only other setting I have. I think this actually looks better. I think this looks fine. I should actually switch to the game though. Why is it not picking up the game? Oh, that's typical. Hang on. It's picking up, it's playing just fine, but on stream I don't see anything. Okay, let me fix that now. Title must match. Okay, let's try something here. I want to do add window capture F-Zero, and I want to. Ah, that's stupid. It doesn't work. This rendering works fine for Dolphin, but I can't show it on stream, or that is also not working. Ah, I think I have it now. Let's see. Sorry about the troubleshooting, guys. Should have done that earlier, but I didn't want to unlock anything without you guys being here. There. Tiny bit more on this side. A bit more. There. Actually, a little bit more. Okay. like here. Okay. I think you guys should have visual now, hopefully. But let me know if you guys think that the game now runs better compared to the other rendering. This is the sand stage from earlier. Think it looks good? I think this is good though. Audio is better, still very pixelated. Do you mean the screen? Screen looks fine to me in OBS. Your face is pixels? I don't see pixels. Looks fine on my end. I haven't dropped any frames. It is when you are not racing. Huh. That is weird. Can't do anything, yeah. I don't know how to fix that, but... Well, at the very least the game runs smoother, which is the most important thing, right? So, we actually got some tickets from the last race. That means you guys get to pick something to unlock. And of course, we're going to unlock a new racer. That's the most, like, fun thing to do. So, we have 15 tickets, I think. Yep. Can we afford any of these? We can. So, I'm gonna go through the whole list. Mega Man 2 Speedrun Bubbleman. Oh yeah, the dreaded waterfall stuff. I'm gonna go through all of them real quick, and you guys can take a vote on who we want to buy. So we have... The name there is the name of the car, not of the character. So we have the White Cat, the Red Gazelle, Iron Tiger, Deep Claw, Great Star, Little Wyvern, Mad Wolf, Hyper Speeder, Green Panther, Sonic Phantom, Big Fang, Astro Robin, Death Anchor, Super Piranha, Space Angler, King Meteor, Queen Meteor, Twin Norita, Night Thunder, Wild Boar, Bloodhawk, Black Bull, Crazy Bear, Mighty Hurricane, Mighty Typhoon, and the Wonder Wasp. Nah, I'll stop trying then, Druck. I just wanted to see if there was a way, but I guess this is the best I can do. When I click the settings cog and I click advanced, click on video set, it says 222 frames have been skipped. Well, I don't see any skipped frames here. One Deep Claw, one Big Fang, one Black Bull, one Hurricane. Put an image of the settings in Discord. I don't know in advance you can message. Okay. Thanks, Corsair. I'll look at that later for the next stream. For now, though, I just want to continue, but at least I fixed the majority. But I'll see if I can fix the pixelated stuff a bit more, but if not, then, well, so be it. Yeah, we have 4 different votes. One Deep Claw, one Big Fang, one Black Bull, one Hurricane, like Mighty Hurricane, this one down here. I don't know what to pick. So let's go spin a wheel, I guess. Oh. Well, okay, I was about to spin a wheel because we had a tie. But black ball, alright. This one then. It saves. And now we can look at the pilot profiles and you'll see that there's a new entry there. But every character has a unique theme and a backstory and also an ending eventually. So we have number 3, Dr. Stewart, already Samurai Goro, number 5, Pico, number 6, Captain Falcon, number 7, and then there's Black Shadow, number 30. The structure of the game, how I want to do it, is we do a cup, we unlock something, we do a bit of story, we unlock something, we do a time attack or something, and just basically swap it up every time a different mode, a different thing, like keep things a bit fresh, you know, swap things, not constantly do the same thing. So, let's go take a look at the characters we have, and every time I check a profile, I want you guys to rate the character based on character appearance, animations, backstory, and music. So, starting with Dr. Stewart. The guy's getting Falcon Punched in the anime. I've never seen the anime, but I know about it. So yeah, what do you guys think of Dr. Stewart as a whole? Nearly done with the story on the left. Nah, out of 10. Well, anyone else have an opinion about this guy or no? I would like to see which character eventually ends up being the chat's favorite. Six out of 10, backstory 4 out of 10, appearance 5 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Not scoring that hot then. Alright. Let's check out one more character and then we're gonna go back into racing again. So, let's check out Samurai Goro. The lower left says which vehicle it is. A bit faster? Well, I'm not sure how fast my readers, my chat are, so... But I can go a little bit faster, okay. Hey Dwarf, good evening. Six out of 10 looks too much like a gorilla. I mean, not wrong. One of the guys from King of Fighters, if he took steroids, yes. Alright, well, we'll check out some more characters later. But for now, let's do another Grand Prix. We got the Ruby Cup on the lowest difficulty already. That's what the star is for. You have to beat every cup on every difficulty. So let's try the next one, Sapphire Cup. And you guys want to try out the newly unlocked character we got, the Black Bull? Think so, right? Seven out of 10, appearance 6, appearance 7. He scores a bit higher than Dr. Stewart. So Black Shadow, that's the name of the character, rides the Black Bull, has a good body, means he has heavy, has a good grip, but has a terrible boosting. So we're not gonna go super fast, but we'll try. Okay, Drak, sleep well. Thanks for watching. So, I need to figure out how I bonk people in the game, because if you have a high weight, you have more or less attack power with your car, you can do more damage, you knock out things faster. The tank from Mobile Suit Gundam that doubles as a plane. How do you bonk again? Is it... that is this one? Is it... no, that is spinning. How do you bonk? Let's see, is it this one? I know you have to do like a sideway maneuver. Oh, it's this one. Yep, I found the bonk. I found the button to bonk. The attack button. If you line your car up just right, you can knock someone out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 steady. Final level, we're 30th. What is this bad? Let's worry about the bonking later. Let's just try to get a bit further into the pack. Whoa. Ah! I missed the track! Whoops. Let's try again. Hey, Vader! Yay, I got someone! Look on the right, below my lap time, I knocked someone out. Wah! Okay, let's be a bit less aggressive. It's getting me killed. I got one! Ah! I knocked someone out, but... Woo! Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's good. Why you're not really good at the gripping? Oh shit. Okay. Oh. This is a mean little track, but it's only the first day. I'm still getting used to the game. And like I said, every car is different, right? So... I got one! I think I killed one, okay. That was kind of bad. 14th is terrible. But you know what? It doesn't even matter. If we don't get first place, we'll just try with a different car. Total ranking is 14th. That is bad. Instant karma, yep. Port down arrow drive. Dive. Not even drive. Dive. Port down arrow dive. Alright. I would scream like, ah! Yep. Are you surprised, Vader, the first character chat decided to unlock was Black Bull? I'm using the attack button to go left and right. If anything is foolish enough to go in my way, it will get bonked because Black Bull is heavy. You do a lot of damage with the bonking. I killed one. You can see the skulls on the right below the lap time. How many kills I got so far. Jeez. Got one. Jeez. May have to change the controls a little bit. Got one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Steady. Stay on the track. Jeez. Got one. Oh, God. Waha. Oh, no health. If something bumps into me, okay. Something bumps into me from the back, I'm dead. But I made first place. Jeez. Phew. That went well, sort of. I'm going to look at this at the control settings after this. Maybe after the game is over, I'll do some testing for the next stream. But hey, now we're 4th place, which is a lot better. Green plant Mobius ring. Oh, this is just basically a oval shape. That's not so bad. So you can actually change here, like you can change between acceleration and max speed. That is only useful for certain difficulties and certain cars. For now we're just going to stay neutral, but eventually we will change that quite a bit. Especially when we go make our own car, which will also happen at some point. The only downside is when you play with your own car, there's no interview in the end, and there's no ending you can unlock eventually. Your own car doesn't have anything of that, but you can use your own car to beat certain difficulties and challenges, so it can be used for various unlocks, but not for the character-specific ones. Got one. Got one. Ah! Got one! Got one! Jeez. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay on the track! Are you sure this guy has an A in grip? He feels so slippery. Very slippery. Hey, come back here. Oh, jeez. Oh! This guy is so slippery. I'm glad the game runs smoothly at least. Almost had him, but missed by a hair. You have to be just on the right altitude to get him. It's hard to stay, like, to keep the car steady sometimes. It's a bit tricky, but hey, like I said, first day playing, I have to get used to the controls. Got him. Oh god. Stay on the... Whoa! What the... Good lord. Yeah, everything, Cody. Everything. I'm just switching it up. We're gonna do a story mode chapter after this. Everything will be done. Time attack, story modes, Grand Prix mode, creating our own car, buying everything, looking at character profiles, everything. And I'll switch it up and do like different things. Yep, very hard. Everything, Vader. Everything. Port Town Long Pipe. Oh god, look at the left. What is that? What is that? That's like cylindrical areas you go into, but okay. Fun fact, did you know that if you are a, like, Grand Prix race car driver, you actually need to build up a lot of body mass, specifically muscles? It's not an exaggeration these guys are ripped. There is a lot of force in that cockpit of the car, and you need to have a lot of strength to withstand the pressure and keep control over your vehicle. It's not an easy sport. Oh god, I'm getting a bit seasick. Oh god, stay! Okay. Wah! Ow. What the? Is this still a racing game? Like, I'm going through a weird tunnel. Ah, shit. It's kind of obvious, but I can't really pay attention to chat during a race. I'll try my best to look at chat after and in between races. But I hope you guys are entertained. And trust me, this game has a lot to offer. It's not just races. There's also good music, weird story, funny cutscenes, ow, and a few plot twists. Ooh. Also, now Vader is here. I'm sure you guys already noticed the Captain Falcon Bowser below my face on the right. I added a little text scroll to it. If you guys have any like F-Zero specific bits of text that you think is appropriate, I can add it to that. I put up a few quotes, but there can be more, of course. Ah, crap. Whoa, what the? No. Okay. Very proud of the Bowser. It looks good. Falcon kick. Oh, maybe. Did we get first place? We did. Welcome to Die. Well, this would be a bit more in the spirit of the franchise, so... something that Captain Falcon says, or something that like the F-Zero announcer says, or like silly quotes. We have like answers from racers that can also work. If you have a funny answer you hear at some point, you were like, hey, he needs to get added, and I can do that. Like the first answer we had was, we asked Captain Falcon, why did you become a racer? And he asked, I was born to be a racer. That is the whole reason, really. The one racer on actually had a very dangerous half pipes. I know it, Type. Time for the most iconic F-Zero tune again, Mute City. I love this tune. Ah, crap. Whoopsie! Try again. On the lowest difficulty, you have a couple of lives. But on the higher difficulties, you only have a set amount of retries. You can see I have more trouble with keeping this guy on a straight line than the Captain Falcon, like the Blue Falcon vehicle. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Pfft. Stay on the right track. You're so slippery. Jeez. Oh, that was close. Wah! Oh no. Well. God, stay straight. Whoa! Oh, great. Well, I have such a hard time keeping the vehicle straight. And I have only 2 retries left. On the lower left, you can see I have only 2 retries. This is such a difficult track, and it's honestly not even the hardest one. There are way harder tracks later. I just want to try to finish this one in a reasonable time. That turn is mean. Damn. Well, either the last attempt or the one before last. Oh god, well, that was bad. I have very much difficulty with this track. Well, final attempt. If I fail, so be it. We try something else. That'll be the theme to this game. We fail, we try something else. Whoa! Oh crap, well, dead. Nope. That's alright. We'll try something else. We'll come back to that with a different character, because this was way too wonky. Let's see. Multiple ones. James Cloud, yep. Leon looks like a wolf. Subtitle being a cat, yep. Fans theorize James ended in the universe Starbucks in the as a result. One answers Nathan having his wife and son. Favorite is Byrex being a dinosaur, yep. There's lots of good tracks in the game. Alright, let's try a bit of story mode. Black Shadow's disgrace. Prologue. Black Shadow failed in his last bid to win the Grand Prix and has now incurred the wrath of an evil villain. I forgot I can turn on the cutscene, the subtitles, but alright. Chapter 1, Captain Falcon trains. Craving another title, Falcon has trained tirelessly at his base. Simulation mode, so it's a fake race, but yeah. Get all the capsules on the track and finish within 80 seconds. Okay. Story mode, you can only play as Captain Falcon, which kind of makes sense. He is more or less the main character of the franchise. So, capsules on top, we have to get 25 of them. On the right. Oh shit. Oh. Two more. Not going too fast, I want to pick these up. And the last one over there. Finish. Alright, good. And 15 tickets. Story, Chapter 2, Goro the Vengeful Samurai has arrived. You can purchase it in the shop. Oh, you have to buy the story chapters, that's right. The story is super flimsy, but who cares? It's silly. Okay, we can't actually advance, we have to buy the next story chapter, but let's see how much it is. If it's expensive, we're just gonna save up tickets and then do something else first. That's 20 tickets. Well, we could buy it, but let's buy another machine. Alright guys, let's see. We can vote for another machine. I'll go through them quickly again, but if you have a preference, let me know. We're gonna buy one character and then save up the rest for the next story chapter. I'm too awesome? Well, it depends. The OC is great for when you want to leave off some steam at the gym. Yep, that is true. Big Fang, Little Wyvern, Big Fang. Alright, we're gonna buy Big Fang. Can we buy Little Wyvern too? Yes, we can. 2 for the price of 1. And now we're gonna save up for the next story chapter. So we have to actually do some racing. But let's check out 2 more profiles. And you guys can vote once again. And then we're gonna do some more Grand Prix. We need tickets to unlock more stuff. So, last 2 times we checked these 2, now let's check out Pico. So, what do you guys think of Pico? Six, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Is a turtle and a xenomorph made love? Sounds like a dangerous fella. And now let's check out Captain Falcon, who, yes, also has a theme, but with lyrics. Yeah, the iconic character of the franchise, the one who got into Smash Bros. Eventually as a playable fighter in all of the installments, but yeah, there's Captain Falcon for you. What do you guys think? We're gonna check out the rest next time, but for now, we have another race to try. Let's go for Novice again, and let's try this cup again. So, who shall I attempt this race with? Like, we already had one Captain Falcon win, so anyone else really. Dr. Stewart, Pico, Samurai Goro, James McLeod, Biorex, or we could try Black Shadow again. "37 older than me," I know, right? I could try Biorex. Big Fang! So, let's try out Biorex. And maybe, well, maybe we'll be more lucky with him. Compared, like I said, every car is different. If you can't win with one car, just try a different one. Feels a bit less slippery than Black Bull, so that may help. Oh, not bad for a first try. Ah, that's pretty nice. Third place, I'm not sure, I think I got 14th on Black Bull, I think, for the first one. So this is a nice improvement. Even though he's called Bio Rex, he's not a Tyrannosaur Rex. I think he looks more like a, well, raptor. Doing well so far, I think. This car handles a bit better than the Black Bull. It's still a tad slippery, but I have better control. Not perfect, but then again, we're going over 1,000 miles an hour. Rather, no, 1,000 kilometers per hour. So it would be crazy if you could maintain like consistent speed and direction with that velocity. First place, nice. Hey there, Lolo, good evening. Maybe he's a Tyrannosaurid, not an actual Rex. Maybe. An Abelisaurid is also possible. Those tiny armed theropods are built on speed. He's a bioengineered, he could very well be a T-Rex mixed with human DNA. Maybe. He looks more like a Sharpclaw from Dinosaur Planet. Tiny arms were stronger than the humans. True. So far, so good. Maybe we have a better shot at the last track, because that's where I met my end. Like, I did fine for the first four, and then I completely botched it on the fifth one with Black Shadow. Green Plant Mobius Ring. This one again. This one's okay. If you guys look on the left, you'll see all the other racers. Maybe there's a face in there you're like, hey, I want to unlock that one next. And keep a note of it, and the next time we can unlock something, you guys can maybe, you know, pick that one. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Steady! Jeez. The tricky part about this game, well, there's a lot of tricky things, like keeping the car on the track, but also to know when you can boost. You need to know the track. You typically want to boost on a large straight area like this one. There you can gain a lot of momentum and gain some distance too. If you look real carefully on the left, like on the top left, you see the character's face of Biorex, right? You can see his nose like vibrate due to the speed of the car. It's a small detail, but details like that go a long way. Ow! Oh! We just beat Kevin Mask. Weight is a large factor, it is. It's amazing how they went from only 4 races to a roster of 30. Well, it's actually a roster of 40, Cody. There's 40 characters in the game. A little head nod where you take first place. Yep, that's true. Oh yeah, the pipe one. Okay. I desperately need to scratch my nose. Well, too bad. Yep, 40 characters. You can buy 30 of them. Or rather, you start with 4, you can buy the other 26, and then there's 10 more you have to unlock with special conditions. There are 10 racers in the game you cannot buy right away. You have to unlock them in the shop and then buy them. And these 10 are rather special. But more on them later. Oh. It's so easy to like lose yourself in that half pipe near the end. But you can go full ham here, there's nothing to stop you, really. I don't think there's an actual limit to your speed, but the typically average speed is about 1,000 miles an hour, or 1,000 kilometers an hour. But you can race like up to triple that speed in certain circumstances. It's kind of crazy. I'm sure people who have played this game can vouch for that, but you can go really, really fast in this game. Thanks. Bumped into me. Ouch! That hurts. That was bad. I must say, this card does a lot better than the black one. We do have to win with the other car at some point, but I have to get used to them, the big ones. But that's okay. We have all the time to get used to stuff. The guy in the first place is a bit far, but maybe I can catch up after I'm out of this pipe. Ah, shit. Second place, that's not bad. Welcome back. Keep your head always in the car or it will fly off. Yeah, you and the car. Formula 1 holds the record of just 378 kilometers an hour. I mean, that's a normal car. These are very special science fiction cars. Also, we are almost... Okay. The one who takes first place gets 100 points. So if Red Gazelle finishes first, they actually beat me. But I'll still get points even if I end dead last, so I think I'm good. I'm still gonna be on top. If I do my math right. Think you get your flesh peeled off? Yep. Down at the Rainbow Road with a crazy 3000. Oh, that sounds crazy. The 64 D&D Rainbow Road, you mean the F-064 one? Yep, that's a great track. Alright, let's see if I not stumble now and crawl and fall into an abyss of doom. Let's just finish the race, shall we? You guys want to see how Biorex responds on stage, right? Yeah, this controls a lot better than the black one. Oh shit! Never mind. This track is still evil. Just finish the race. I don't think I have to score super high to win. Just finish it. Oh, got third place. Not bad, not bad. I think we got it. I think we're first in the end. That's what matters. Yeah, first place. All right, guys, let's get another champion answer. This time from Biorex. Motorstorm on PS3. Never heard of that one. Yeah, first place. Let's see. F-Zero TV.
F-Zero TV. From the special F-Zero GP venue, we're broadcasting an interview with the Grand Prix champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something.
Alright, chat, what do we ask Biorex? There's different questions, I think, depending on difficulty. Red Gazelle's fast but vulnerable. Yeah, I think it is the lightweight type. The light ones are built for speed, but they don't have much HP. I have one nice and one Y. Anyone else? Well, okay, Demonic, I meant option. But yeah, this time there's only one question. I meant option, but let's ask for why then.
Can you tell us why you became an F-Zero racer?
I heard that the winner gets to eat the tastiest meat in the galaxy.
Thank you for the interview. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
Good reason, I guess.
F-Zero TV.
Thanks for playing.
Tickets. New parts. Alright. Alright. Do you guys want me to save up tickets for the next story chapter, or shall we buy another character? Because there's options. Floriantina Steak being the most dominant race. Luffy would race this down and out and he knows this. Yep, he would. Sanji meat! Yeah, save up tickets for the story chapter, or shall we go for another character? In the meantime, I'm going to try this story chapter on a higher difficulty, because you actually unlock new things. So I'm going to try this on hard. The same mission, just with tighter restrictions. You have 60 seconds to get the capsules instead of 80. Save up for story. Okay. Anyone else have an opinion on that? Do we save up for story or do we get another character? You actually need to get more capsules as well. That was not even close. Let's try again. Need to boost more, I guess. Story? Alright, we'll save up then. if we can beat this story on hard mode, we actually unlock more tickets as well. Doing story missions you have cleared already doesn't give you more tickets though. That is not going to be possible to get. Retry. Because that last bit I missed all three and need to get at least two at the end. I missed that one. That's not bad as long as I don't get all three miss. Like as long as I have no misses on all three in the end. Like here, you need to get one of them every time. Shit, missed one, but you have 3 laps, so you don't have to get everything in 1 lap. But of course, the more, the better. I missed all. Nope, try again. Don't worry, I'm not attempting the hardest difficulty yet on this one, because that is a whole new ballpark. I just want to try beat hard, that's all. At least the music is good, right? Oh crap. I think I can't win anymore, but we can try. Nope, we are 2 on the left and right. You have to get enough. I basically think I have to go hug one side and hug the other side and go through the middle. Maybe that's a good strat. Missed one. I missed one. It's a lot of retrying, but it's fine. Could have gotten 3 there, 2 there, but okay. Nope. You need to have 2 collected there. I may actually have to look at my control settings real quick after this, because already I noticed that it's a bit uncomfortable to do optimal fast races with this setup. So I may look into that in a bit. Won't take long. Yeah, okay, let's just go. I'm gonna go edit my controls real quick, because the boost button and the drifting, I need to have them more, like, accurate buttons, so give me a sec real quick. I'm going to do that instantly. So options, controller settings, configure. So let's see, this is all fine. The triggers are fine. D-pad is fine. The buttons, A obviously is for going fast. B B is this button, which, let's see, okay, X. Is X the bonk button? This is Z, which is fine. Let's see, this is boosting. I want boosting to go. Where is a good boost button? Like, I don't use this really. Trying to get in my head. I want the boost one to be here. Okay, if I do it like this, I have an idea. So this is speed. This is fine. Bonk button. If I put that here, then the boosting should go here. Let's see. It's X. So this is boosting. Let me go get something real quick. Sorry about this, it'll take only a second. Okay. I have the controls here. Oh, B is brake. I never use brake really. Booster, that is this one. Side attack while pressing A. Oh. See, that's what I... Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the controls and I see that I'm missing a crucial thing. So... drift right, drift left. Yep, zoom. Oh, you can actually zoom the camera as well. That's nice. Side attack while pressing A. That's the X. That's this button. So I want this to be the boost. If I hold it like this, I can drift with this. Yeah, I know. This will be my booster. Booster is this one. Shoulder R. Okay. Then I don't use the brake, but I'm gonna put the brake here. Then let's see. Side attack. If I use this with a side attack, and then Z can be this, which I never really use. Start is good. Okay. This is acceleration, then this is boosting, this is drifting, and this is bonk. That's all I really need. A, B, L, R, Y. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try this. Let's see if this works. So F0. Go to F0, hit properties, select the game. Okay. I got hopefully more optimized controls. We're gonna try these out. Because this is important for a game like this, as you may know. So let's try this again. And then we're gonna try another cap soon, so we can actually get the new story mission. Because people are saying we should buy story next. No problem, Cody. So currently I have now the drifts on the left and right of the big triggers, which I already had, but instead of the face buttons where I had my boost and bonk, I now have one bonk button on the left here, and the other one is the boosting. So I'm just gonna try and see if that works. So, yeah, okay, that is the... Got it. That was good. Boosting already feels a bit better to use on the trigger there. Oh man, I nearly had it, but okay. I got this. I got this. Having the booster on this trigger really does help. It's a pretty tight timer though. I missed it. Would I have been okay that time? Didn't think so. Nope. Alright, let's try this again later. Let's try a normal mission with the new controls and see how it works. Alright, so we need to go save up tickets for the next story mission, so let's try the Emerald Cup. Which one shall we take, guys? Golden Fox, Wild Goose, Fire Stingray, Little Wyvern, or we could try the Black Bull again. Little Wyvern, Little Wyvern. Alright, Little Wyvern it is. Emerald Cup. Firefield Cylinder Knot. Oh, look at that. There's like a weird upside down crazy curve halfway. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is literally a more or less anthropomorphic / human version of James McCloud, aka the father of Fox McCloud from Star Fox. So far so good. I do like the new controls, they help. We'll need a lot of experimenting to get it like perfectly, but for now this works out just fine. Everyone is gaining on me for some reason. Little Wyvern, I think, is a speed model, so it goes really fast but has poor body. So can't take many hits and has a low HP bar. Oh, Captain Falcon is number 1. Yep, so far this is working out just fine. Who's playing that guitar? Rock on, dude. Oof. Oh god, that was good. Who's headbanging along? I'm more shredding with a broomstick. Hey, that was good, James. We got first place. Green plant intersection. Alright. I think you can take two different paths on this one. The grayish one and the white one. Look at the loop-de-loop. That looks crazy. I'm getting a little bit better at the game, but of course this is the type of game that takes a lot of practice for me to get used to it, but I think I'm doing pretty okay for a first stream. Oh god, ow. There's the loop-de-loops, they're on the track. Got one! When do you think it's time for the first Michael Caine joke, Vader? Not yet, right? Too soon? Hard to catch up in this tube. I think I'm doing okay. Oh shit! Oh. I will say, Little Wyvern drives very nicely. I like this car. It has a lot of drift. Or rather, a lot of grip. I have good control over the car. But I'm not built for bulk. I do take a lot of hits if I take even one hit. I get knocked out pretty quickly, so I have to be a bit careful. But on the plus side, I have decent speed. So far, so good. Dual barrel roll. No time for mimic jokes. Casino Palace, double branches. Oh yeah, I see that up there. God, the entire F-Zero soundtrack is just crazy good. But do you guys know who actually made the soundtrack for this game? It's not someone you'd expect. But then again, maybe it's someone you do expect, since once you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. The one who made the soundtrack for this game is Team Sonic. Yep, the same guys who made the music for the modern Sonic games made the soundtrack for this game. The same people who made the soundtrack for Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, and all the other modern Sonic games. So yeah, they made the music for this game too. Yeah, switching to a different control scheme helps a lot. I feel like I'm doing a lot better. But the car also helps. Little Wyvern is very stable, which I do like. I can't really pay attention to chat, sadly. Chat could help me out during the races to say how far ahead I am from the competition and other like little tidbits that I can't notice, but I can't really pay attention to Twitch chat because I'm racing, so hopefully you guys are still having fun just watching me race. I can't really pay attention to you guys when I'm racing though, unfortunately. Not the type of game where I have the luxury to look at text scrolling. One too many boosts, perhaps? Oh god, that was close. But that was pretty well done. I think I crushed number 2 in that one. Like, how much did I... 5 seconds, that's a lot in this game. Given the fact you're going over 1,000 kilometers an hour, I don't want to do the math, but if you're 5 seconds faster, that's a lot. Right. 4th track of this cap. Lightning, half pipe. Oh, half pipe sounds dangerous. Step 1 is getting acquainted to all of these tracks, and then later we have to beat them on the higher difficulties, but then we have a bigger selection of cars, plus more experience. So we can basically pick the car for the job each time. Can you guys figure out the lyrics to this song? I can't. Oh god. This track is crazy! We're in the half pipe, I guess. Oh gosh. So scared to use boosts in here. But I have to keep up with the rest. But yeah, Little Wyvern so far is the car that like gives me the best control on the road, which I like. Compared to the Black Bull, which is very hard to keep straight. Oh god. I should not talk. Ooh-wah, ooh-wah? Deep, yeah. Whoa! I'd rather stay on the ground, please! I just destroyed Captain Falcon. Whoops. Okay, so let's not fly off again. Oh god. Not sure if you guys noticed, but the music actually changes if you go into the final lap of a track. Yes! First place! Woo! I think we are pretty much set on getting the gold medal in the end for this one. Because I think we have so many points, even if we get last place. Yeah, even if we get last place and earn no points. And Iron Tiger gets 100 points, they are on 379, so we can't even lose. Even if we end 30th on this one, we get to the gold medal. So, Big Blue Ordeal. This is a pretty dangerous track, judging from the difficulty, so let's take things a bit easier. It's a pretty good car. It can't boost so much, because if you have a low HP bar, you can't boost, because boosting takes HP. But it's, on the other hand, rather safe. And I don't fly off as much to the distance if I can. But if I get hit by something, I'm basically dead. So it has its ups and its downs, this car. But I do like the overall feel for it. Oh yeah, I can change the camera. I should do that. Okay, I changed the camera a little bit. I think this is nice. Can see a bit more road this way. Do you guys think that this camera feed looks a bit better? I zoomed out a bit. I forgot you could actually change the camera angle. Wow. God, this looks like a mess up here. Let's spin. Nope. Oh, jeez. Can't really boost much here. Oh God. Oh. Not much room to boost here, but I just have to finish the race. It doesn't matter how high I end because we have enough points. Holy shit. Oh. We're playing on novice right now. There's higher difficulties, of course, and if you're playing on a higher difficulty, the AI gets more aggressive and, well, drives better. And you have less lives to retry. Oh God, stay on the track, please. Oh my God, how? I was on the last track, on the last lap. Gah. Ow! Okay, this is getting silly now. I was holding speed the whole time. I mean, it is a difficult track, so it's okay if we don't get it. But it would be nice if we... Whoa. I got hit in midair. If we actually clear it, would be nice. The good news is, if we clear it on this difficulty, then you don't have to clear it again on that difficulty. You can do it with different races if you want different, like, answers from different drivers, but for like completion's sake, you only have to clear each cup on each difficulty once, which is good. And with clear, I mean get first place in the end. See ya. Yeah, I'm not using the boost power though. I don't trust it. Ow. The jumps are tricky in this stage. Stage, track, course. What do you call a race level in a game typically? Boom. Knocked out someone again. Oh shit. Okay, I think I made all the jumps. Now we just finish. Oh, almost all the jumps. Jeez. I'm not gonna risk boosting and do something stupid unless it's the very end. I don't have to finish high, I just have to finish. Good enough. Phew! That means in total we did score number 1, so good job. Little Wyvern 1! Sweet! Time for another question, or rather another topic. What do you guys pick this time on F-Zero TV?
F-Zero TV. From the special F-Zero GP venue, we're broadcasting an interview with the Grand Prix champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something.
Nah, it's the same questions, but it depends on the difficulty. If you play a different difficulty, you have different questions, or rather different topics. So, congrats, why, and nice. Which one do we pick? One congrats, one racer. Anyone else? Racer, okay.
Can you tell us why you became an F-Zero racer?
Galaxy Dog was running at a loss.
Thank you for the interview.
Okay.
That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix. F-Zero TV.
So illuminating.
Thanks for playing.
Tickets, new parts. The parts we will look at like much later in the game when it's time to make our own car. But for now, we can unlock a new story segment. So let's go do that. Since that's what you guys wanted. So items. And we can buy the next chapter. But we actually have some extra tickets so we can get another character. I'm gonna go over them again, but you guys can basically pick the White Cat, the Red Gazelle, the Iron Tiger, Deep Claw, Great Star, Mad Wolf, Hyperspeeder, Green Panther, Sonic Phantom, Astro Robin, Dead Anchor, Super Piranha, Space Angler, King Meteor, Queen Meteor, Twin Norita, Night Thunder, Wild Boar, Bloodhawk, Crazy Bear, Mighty Hurricane, Mighty Typhoon, or the Wonder Wasp. Astro Robin looks like Larry? Kinda. Any other votes? Astro Robin, Death Anchor. Well, I'm gonna go for Astro Robin then. Alright. And before we hop into the story, we're gonna look at 2 more character profiles. And you guys can once again rate them. So the next 2 on our list, since we're doing them more or less in order, is James McCloud and Astro Robin. Well, that's James McCloud for you. What do you guys think? And now, Jack Levin. Maybe I should read the bios. Maybe that'll help a bit to hopefully, well, make things a bit more, I don't know, coherent. Family Man, classic reference, 8.5 out of 10. Okay, let's see. Jack Levin. Age 19, Jack is a former pop group member who set the entertainment industry on fire by pursuing his dream to become an F-Zero pilot. and he now wins the hearts of many female fans on the F-Zero scene. Any merchandise bearing Jack's face is an instant sellout. While most people speak only of his good looks and popularity, his racing skills are also worthy of comment. Well, that's Jack Levin. I like how they have like different characteristics for each racer, you know? Adds a bit of charm to the game and makes it feel a bit more alive than just a bunch of cars driving around. Right, it's time for our next story chapter. Let's try the new one first. I have to beat all of them on hard and very hard eventually, but for now, let's just clear this. Chapter 2, Goro, the Vengeful Samurai. Falcon chases a bounty into the wastes and lands in an ambush.
You stole the prize money from us last time. You will pay for that. That's a fine-looking machine you're driving, Falcon. You know the law here in Red Canyon? If you lose the race, you forfeit your machine. You can't back down now. The mighty Falcon can't back down from a challenge now, can he? Let's do it. All right then. The first one to that checkpoint over there is the winner. I can't lose in my fire stingray.
Well, we'll see about that. Beat Samurai Goro to the goal. Alright, seems easy enough, right? It's just a one-on-one. That's not the Japanese flag, though, is it? Isn't that just white with a red dot? Boulders are mean. He's far ahead. Need to get a healing strip soon. Jeez, okay, nope. Can't catch up if there's no healing strip. Ah, crap. It's the old version. Imperial Japan. Oh. I wonder if you can just KO him and then win. I'm gonna save my boost power for now. Some of these missions are more like puzzles. You have to know when to boost. Oh, and of course stay on the track is cool. Nope, there's not much left of that Blue Falcon after I crashed into the ravine. I wonder if you can just like knock him out. I'm gonna try it. Oh, he boosted, okay. He also has a limited amount of boosts, I hope. Oh crap. Jeez, this is a difficult one. Ah, this is only the easiest setting. Tricky mission. Ah crap, double crap, yeah. You can't hit any boulders. It'll slow you down a lot. I do notice that he gets slowed down by the boulders too, but of course not as much as I do. I have one boost left. I can maybe still catch up if I'm allowed to get near him. Oh, what was that? Okay, I think I lost. Yeah. Nope. Oh boy. Maybe the best option is really to knock him out and then just win. That's not really honorful though. He's a samurai for goodness sake. At least I think he is. He acts like one. If I can knock him out and then just finish, then I win. But that's not the way you're supposed to do it, I think. But we'll see if it's possible. Need to get close to him, which is difficult. Oh crap, well... Nope. Not gonna happen, I think. I wonder if the boulders always go to the same spot. I don't know. Maybe they do. Ah, that is so mean. A small one after a big one you can't even see. Switching camera feeds because this may work a bit better. Oh god, that was scary. All I gotta do is get to the end and have 1 or 2 boosts for the final stretch, and then I have him. Easier said than done, though. There we go. Phew! 15 tickets and a new story to buy.
Falcon, I'm gonna get you in the Grand Prix!
Sure thing, buddy. You can try. Alright. How many characters do we have at the moment? Because we may have actually unlocked our very first achievements. I'm checking. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we need 2 more for our first achievements. I guess we can get another character. Why not? We have the tickets. I should check how much the next story chapter is worth, though. Okay, 25. We don't have that, so we can get a character. That means you guys get to vote again. I want the Blue Falcon, boss, but we got the car, but now it's a flat metal sheet. Crap! It's a grand prick, because you act like one. 1 white cat, 1 mad wolf. White cat? Alright. We can actually get both. Let's get white cat and mad wolf as well. So, white cat and mad wolf. And with that, I'm gonna actually change something here. Looky looky. I made custom achievements for Bing! The first achievement unlocked. Unlock 10 characters. So, we can take a look at 2 more in the profiles. Which are, let's see who is next. Oh, Jodie Summer is the first one. 25. Jodie Summer is a combat machine pilot affiliated with the Galactic Space Federation. Her ability is highly regarded and she is recognized as a hero by both her peers and superiors. For these reasons she was chosen as the spokesperson for the Federation. She wasn't able to win the last Grand Prix, but was praised for her bravery and subsequently is chosen to be Miss Galactic Space Federation. She still doesn't have a great deal of experience as an F-Zero pilot, but she has an incredibly ability to control speed that skill alone makes her the target of a great many rivals. Alright, let's see. Next up we have... Ah! Billy! That's the one Ardalan voted for. I hope you're happy, Ardalan. You went for Billy! Male 7. Male age 7. One of Billy's ancestors was a trained rocket pilot and the first monkey in space. Whether by genetic predisposition or not, Billy's ability as a pilot is truly exceptional, and he's the first monkey to enter the F-Zero Grand Prix. He was raised in a special lab where he was educated in human literacy and communication skills. The lab concurrently developed an F-Zero racer suitable for a monkey and bestowed upon him the honor of piloting in the Grand Prix. Alright, then we have only 2 more to check, but let's see. I don't feel like doing the harder difficulties of the Grand Prix just yet, so let's see if we can try a time attack. Let's try out a new car. How about the White Cat? So time attack basically is you try to get the fastest time as possible. So the course record, it says down there, is 3 minutes and 56 seconds. We gotta beat that. Jody's car, the White Cat, is a speedy version. You can tell from the tip at the end of the car. That tells you it's a car made for speed, but lacks durability and strength. The pointy cars are always the speedy ones. I think we're gonna crush the record. Three minutes 56? Huh. Try again. 1:09. Ha! Yeah, that's fine. I got 10 tickets for that. And staff ghosts have arrived. You can purchase these at the shop. We can get those later. And if you get the ghosts, basically that's the optimal time. And if you win from them, you get another reward. But for now, all we gotta do is simply just beat some courses, time tickets, the times, and we can get the ghosts later. It's enough to just, you know, get the record time beaten on each course. We can worry about getting the ghosts defeated at a later point. This is an easy way to get some tickets. Let's go for Pico, Wild Goose. Gives me a chance to like get used to some cars as well. So Pico is a medium car, you can tell from the more or less round shape. It's kind of easy. The speedy cars are pointy, the medium cars are sort of round, and the heavy cars are big, bulky, and usually square shaped. It was 25 for the next story chapter, yeah? Ow. I'm just gonna get the time attacks of the first cup done. I didn't even look at the time. But hey, we got a new record, that's good. I need to pay attention to the time next time, but okay. So let's select a course. He looks like an Ozaru, a little bit, just smaller. Okay, sand, ocean. Let's try Jack Levin. What is that pose? Once again, oh, I need to check out the time. What's the time for this one? 7 minutes 44? Let's crush that. The first times are easy to break, but the ghost times are tight. They are hard to do, but that's something we can worry about later. For now, we just want to get the clears and get some tickets. So, once again, this is a medium car. If you're playing a racing game, which type of car would you prefer to race with? Would you go A for the fast, pointy cars with high acceleration and top speed but low durability? Would you go for the medium cars who have a fair balance but are not super fast or super bulky, but they don't break easily either, so like they're kind of in the middle? And then you have the big bulky cars who are a bit slower, have a slower or like a looser grip, but hit harder and can take more hits. I may have gone overboard with the boosts, but that's okay. You may notice there's like some interesting wildlife going on this stage. You see like fish flying around. Not sure if you guys noticed that already. This car is nice, actually. Jack 11. Balanced cars, heavy cars, light cars. Mario Kart Bowser was an exception. Mario Kart Bowser was awesome. Also, hello, Sidar. And balanced cars. There's a nice variety in there. I think for now I prefer balanced cars myself, although all are good. Okay. Select the course, yes. 2 more to do. I hope the variety of content I'm doing, like switching between story, character profiles, cups, time attack, and customizing is hopefully enough to keep it a bit interesting on you guys. Let's go with the Fire Stingray. Medium car, as you can probably see. Always use Koopa or Toad in Mario Kart games, especially 7. Speaking of, I've played it so much in the Nintendo that I snapped the analog stick out of help. I had to buy a replacement carefully. It's that, what the heck? How'd you do that? Snap off the analog stick. What the heck? Oh, this track. Bejibua. All I hear is Bejibua. Maybe you guys hear different lyrics though. But all I hear is Bejibua. I'm glad the game itself just runs smooth though, that you guys have a good experience. I was a bit worried early on when I had to fix that, but seems to run just fine without any lag, right? Like compared to the Sans run we had for the very first time in the stream, this is much better. Ow. Oh my god, that was painful. The circle part of the stick broke in half. What the heck? Crazy. Right, last one. For now, at least for time attacks. Oh, Aeropolis. Right, do I have one more card to try out? I guess I never try. Oh, let's try for Billy. So you're driving a car called Mad Wolf and you're a monkey. Makes sense, right? Nine minutes. Okay, we can do that. This one's for you, Ardalan, because you picked Mad Wolf. Nine minutes should be very well possible. Let's see how much we can crush that. This is a bit of an odd car, though. It's a medium car, but he's a bit slippery. He's like medium heavy then? Not sure if you guys can notice the like slipperiness on a car. I can definitely see this one is a tad difficult to control. He has a good boost though. That's important for certain aspects of the game. You know what the coolest part is about time attacks? You can do them with every character. So at some point, if you have a ghost you can't defeat, you have to sometimes, or actually a lot of times, figure out which car is the optimal car for that specific track. Are there many turns? Are there long straight paths? Do you need to boost a lot? Do you drift a lot? You have to know how each car works and pick the best car for each ghost to beat eventually. But that basically means we have to unlock them first, which will take a bit. But I'm fine with that. Unlocking stuff in this game is a major treat for me. There's so much to unlock and so much to do and so many different difficulty settings, and it's a great game in general. Well, you keep an eye on that. Whoa. You keep an eye on that timer, Eidolon, because I think 9 minutes will be crushed in a bit. Not bad. 2.5 minutes and 8 seconds. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's quit. And let's see. We got all the time attacks done of the first cup. Can we buy another story chapter? If not, we're gonna go try out the harder versions of both story chapters. And if we get those, we can also get some tickets. No, we don't have enough tickets. Okay. But now I can buy Staff Ghost. But we're not going to buy any Staff Ghosts for now. Let's simply try both missions again on the harder difficulty setting. What are those gifts, Eidolon? They look silly. Okay, try again. Try this a few times. Try the other one with the boulders a few times. Maybe we have to adjust the car. Let's see. Let's go for max speed. They're a friend of yours. Aw, cool. Finding a right balance between going fast and getting all the cylinders is tricky. Oh, I nearly had it. Damn. Okay. Like I said, try a few times, then the other one. Nope. I missed too many, and on the where there's 3 in a row, you have to get at least 1 every lap. Otherwise you can't get it. That's decent, I guess. Oh, come on! I was one away! Damn. I think I'm doing okay in the beginning, but oh well. A lot of trial and error for this game. Fine with me. Ah, I had them all and I saw the finish. I'm like 2 seconds away from clearing this one. Come on. Alright, can someone do a little bit of math here? We have 60 seconds, 3 laps and 3 cylinders. I have to get 10 cylinders each lap then. Which will be a bit tricky. But I have boost power in the last 2 laps, so I can go faster than 10 seconds. Or rather faster than 20 seconds for that lap. Only 3 left? This might be it. 2 more. Come on. Shit, I missed it. Ah, I messed up in the end. So close. As many cool races there are in the game, you can't sadly use them for the story mode missions. You have to do it with the with the Blue Falcon. With Captain Falcon. I missed one. Can't do that now. But yeah. All the other races you can use for pretty much every mode in the game except except story mode. That's what makes this difficult, because you're limited to only one car. Nope, I missed. You need to get 2 at least in the first or second lap. Yeah, there's a plot to follow. Although the plot of F-Zero is really wonky. You'll see as we go further into it. It makes 0 sense. Get it? 0 because it's F-Zero. Ha ha ha! I missed all. Nope. I'm glad there's a fast retry button at least. That's good, I got 2 there. Might be possible. Nope, I missed 1. Jeez. Kinda meh, Drill Force until it isn't. Yeah, that is true. Might be okay. Maybe. Nope. I would have gotten it. Okay, a few more attempts if I gotta go to the other chapter. Thankfully, I don't have to do them in order or anything. But eventually I want to clear, or rather I have to clear all chapters on the hardest difficulty to unlock everything. But I will not stick on one mission for too long. Once in a while I give it a few shots and then we try something else. 2 there. Missed. No, 2 left, 1 left and right. Can't do that. Jeez. The race itself wouldn't be so difficult if there were no cylinders. The cylinders would make it difficult because you have to take certain paths. Basically a specific path for each lap. Can't miss too many. Or you make it impossible to finish. I would have had it if I had like 2 more seconds. Oh, jeez. Okay, 3 more times on this one, then we go to the next one. You know that feel when you know you can do something, or you know you're close, and you just refuse to give up? I'm kind of there, but I do want to switch things up a bit to not have things get too much of the same at the same time in the stream, you know? Come on. I had all the cylinders, but once again I'm like 1 second off. Okay, second attempt. I really have to boost more, I guess. Ah, so close, man. Seriously. Final attempt for now. Then to the other one. The boulder race on the harder difficulty. Nope. But that didn't count because I missed 3. One good attempt. Might still be possible. Shit. Missed that one. Ah, fine. We'll try again later. I can do this, but it's hard. Like, it says it's hard, so yeah. Let's try this one on hard. Vengeful Samurai. Skip that. I'm gonna go for max speed as well, I guess. Like, acceleration is not really useful here. You have to beat him, so I guess max speed is more important. Alright, we can simply try this until the end of the stream and see if we can actually beat this. Are there more boulders now on hard mode or not? That's bad, I got hit by one. I think I already can give up because I got hit twice. But we'll see. Yeah, I did pretty well, but you can't really make too many mistakes. I think one bump is enough, but I got bumped twice. I want to see if I can bonk him too, but I think you can't. He's too far ahead. Trying to stay in the edge to cut him off, like on the left or right side. When he takes a big turn, I take a sharp turn. That's my way to keep up, but eesh hard. Aw, man, I was doing so well. Well, that didn't work. Get wrecked. You see how the road like swerves a bit to the left and to the right? I'm trying to like... Where he goes straight, I'm trying to like cut... Well, I got hit. Cutting off on the edges, left or right. Can't really explain it well. Maybe someone who drives a car knows what I'm talking about. Nope. Why am I trying to do that on the left side? I have to go to the right side. It's also a bit of memory to know where you have to go on which sides to cut off which boulder on the left or the right. Yeah, stay on the right. That's much to the right. Lol. Whoops. Middle right. Let's try to remember the order. Now right. On the far edge here. Okay, middle right so far. Middle right, right. Middle right. Swerve and then stay mostly right. Oh crap! I nearly had him. Stupid thing. I want to try something. Can I get to him? I probably can, but... Where did you come from, dude? Oh, come on. Ah, shit, man, I nearly had him again. It's both of these story missions on hard. I'm like this close. Ah, thanks, Ardalan. It's fine though. Again, this is only the first day I'm playing. I'm getting better every race we do, so eventually I'll clear everything. Just some stuff takes time and effort and patience and practice. That was good. Doing good, doing good. I keep up with him. I have 2 boosts left. Don't get hit. That is the same boulder again like last time. It just comes out of nowhere. That last turn is evil. Staying on the right side most of the time in this course is the good idea, though. Unless here you want to go take sharp turns to the left to a bit of momentum there. That was not that bad. I got bumped to the right direction. took the lead for a bit. It's just the last stupid turn. Maybe I stay left on that one. Like now? Oh shit. Nope. Oh man, it's this part right here is the hardest part, like right before the end. If I can get past that, we're pretty much done. What was that? That was close. Could have been worse, but didn't lose too much speed there. This part. Eat dust! Yes! New parts and tickets. And new parts. And new parts. Nice. Woo! Beat that thing on hearts. That's good. Now I can try again on very hard. Let's, for the lulz, just check it out once or twice. And then check out the store before we stop. It's alright, Eidolon. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for watching. So now we're trying very hard. How can it be more difficult? More boulders? Or what? We'll see. Maybe there's an entirely different boulder pattern now. Maybe it's just more strict? I don't know. Yeah, boulder is different. Okay. Boulders are different. That's the thing here. Oh, okay. Couple of tries and then we stop. Well, we check the store and then we stop. The more difficult the challenge is, the more tickets you get when you actually beat it. So that's nice, right? Nope, I got hit there. Left for this one. Yes, left for that one, okay. Left for the first bit. Left again, I guess? Yes. So left, left. And more left, actually. 3 times left, okay. Oh shit! Was doing so well again. Ah. But it left 3 times for the first 3 sets of big boulders, so left, left, left. That was, well, maybe, we'll see. I have to explore the rest of the thing as well. Nope, that was too much. Was gonna say I have to explore the rest of this track a bit more. Okay, left except for the last boulder. There's all left. And then left again. Okay. Left except last one, then left, left. The rest is more or less I have to do it by feeling. Ah! Alright. 3 more attempts at best. And then check the shop. But I got the hard one done at least. Can't complain. That was not a good attempt. That one doesn't count. Not sure what that was, that didn't count. That was sad. Want to at least make it to half the stage, or half the track, for it to count. Can't complain, the music is still great though. No, you can't actually break him. I tried. I hit him, but it doesn't work. Oh, that's too much. Okay, 2 more attempts. I was pretty far there. all about dodging the boulders as much as possible and then boosting the very, very end. Shit, double shit. That was too much. That was my best attempt so far. Alright, one final good attempt. I messed up once, and that's once too much. Sabotage the car. Nice. That's good sportsmanship, Cody. What happened to being nice? Nope, that doesn't count. If only you could like cut off on the map where you could make a small jump straight forward, you could cut him off so bad, but that doesn't sadly work, it's too big of a jump. I guess that's also true though. He's throwing boulders, or rather his henchmen are throwing boulders. Which is kind of mean, because they can even hit him, you know? Can backfire and hit Goro's cars instead. That was fine, I didn't lose speed. Oh shit, I was so close. Well, I can definitely do this, but we're gonna try it again next time. That's okay. We got the hard one done. Let's check out the shop once more. Maybe we can buy the next story chapter and then try it again. Try that like the first thing next stream. Yeah, we can actually. Well, something to look forward to. We're gonna get chapter 3, and we can get one more car. What will it be, guys? Which car shall we get? The final one for today. Red Gazelle, Iron Tiger, Deep Claw, Great Star, Hyper Speeder, Great Panther, Sonic Phantom, Death Anchor, Super Piranha, Space Angler, King Meteor, Queen Meteor, Twin Arita, Night Thunder, Wild Boar, Bloodhawk, Crazy Bear, Mighty Hurricane, Mighty Typhoon, or the Wonder Wasp. Red Gazelle, alright. Red Gazelle obtained. Save. And then next time we're gonna go do a new story chapter and basically try the harder Grand Prix, do a bit of time attack, try the harder story bits, and so on. But for now, I've played enough F-Zero for one day. I hope you guys had a good time. And I wish you all a good evening and a good weekend. And next week Friday, we'll continue with more crazy racing, more unlocks, more story, more everything. So, thank you all for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.